Hey, I'm Whitney with Rose Gold Mama. Do you ever feel a little frantic when it comes to getting all the healthcare appointments on the calendar, trying to keep up with them, trying to make sure that everyone is going to the doctor who needs to go to the doctor and to which doctor they need to go to? It can be overwhelming and annoying. So I want to share with you one of my favorite tips for making sure that all the healthcare appointments for the entire family are scheduled and ready to go and that you don't have to stress about it. That tip, that time management tip, that stress relief tip is really about planning. So here's what I like to do. I like to make one calendar invite for the year. And that calendar invite is a reoccurring invite that at the beginning of each quarter secures an hour in my calendar to review the healthcare appointments that we have as a family. And for you, right, that could mean you and your kids, or you and your husband and your kids, maybe even your parents, whoever it is that you are responsible for ensuring they get to the doctor, or who you feel responsible for ensuring they get to the doctor, make sure that you include them in these next steps. So what you're going to put in that calendar are the names of all of the doctors that you have, all the doctors that you deal with. So your OBGYN, your general practitioner, your dentist, any specialist that you might have. Do the same for the doctors and dentists and therapists and specialists for each one of your family members, your mom, your dad, your husband, maybe their parents, and the kids, whoever you're making those appointments for. Make sure that you have all of the doctors with their phone numbers and addresses in that appointment. Then you want to create a chart. And in that chart, you're going to include the names on the left of all the doctors and the folks that they are, the doctor for. So you might have me and my OBGYN's name. And you might have your husband and his dentist's name, all going down the left-hand side. And then going across the top, simply mark January to December. So you'll have a little chart. What you want to do is put an X in the month that that person should be going to the doctor. Or if they need to see the doctor more than once in the month, 2 X's. So for example, if I do my OBGYN appointment, every November, I'm going to put a little X in the November box. And if my husband needs to go to the hygienist, the dental hygienist twice a year, then I'm going to put an X in February and an X in November along that dentist line. That way, you know that you've marked when people need to be at the doctor so you can know when you need to make appointments. Now, as you make those appointments, update the X's with the dates and times of the appointments. So when I make my OBGYN appointment, I'm going to mark November 13th at 9 a.m. in the box. The X is removed. I have a date and a time there, and I know that is good to go. Do this for everyone. On a quarterly basis, then you will open up that invite, right? You're going to get the reminder. The hour will already be blocked. You'll open up that invite, and then you will go through it and say, okay, where are the X's that don't have dates? Let me go ahead and call and fill them in. That way you don't have to worry or stress because it will be planned. You have all the information in one place. You have time set aside to deal with it, and you'll be good to go. A bonus tip is to make the appointments for those doctors before you leave the office. So after I go to my OBGYN in November, I am going to go ahead and make the appointment for next November, if at all possible, before I even leave. Now, I know that as the mom, while you might be or feel responsible for all these people to go to the doctor, you might not actually be going on the trips with them. So they may not be comfortable making those appointments. They might forget to make those appointments. That's why the system helps, because you'll look and see the X. You can check in with them and say, hey, did you make that appointment? If they did, update it. If not, in the next 3 months, you'll be looking again to make the update. Now, if you, for some reason, and your family go to the doctor more regularly, you could do this on a monthly basis as well, right? Just set the schedule for whatever makes the most sense for you and your family. The important thing is that you have it planned, right? That you have the time blocked and you have all the information in one place so that you're not fumbling around and looking for this doctor and this phone number and that phone number, and that you just, you have it everywhere. Not that you don't have it everywhere, right? That you have it all in one place. This is a way to batch your healthcare appointment setting so that, again, you don't feel stressed and so that you can actually get through it more quickly. So that's your tip on setting healthcare appointments. If you like this tip or you want a template for that tracker, you can go to my website to get the template for the tracker. It is rosegoldmama.com. I spell mama M-A-M-A, so www.rosegoldmama.com. You can get that template, and in my Rose Gold Mine, which is a free resource library, you can get all kinds of other templates to help you live a life you love, one that is less stressed, if no stress at all, where you're having great days.